destiny that brings us here together. A friendship that's so strong it lasts forever. Despite these challenges and roadblocks in our way, I'll always have your back no matter what they say. So stand with me and face our final moment. We'll choose a choice to carry us on through this.
Last time on Choose a Choice, the group wandered their way through the Black Forest, saw exactly 0 pigs inside the forest,
But one ham.
but one ham, managed to find the bog. Janet attempted to learn how to shotgun light beer. Sienna drank a rather nasty fish alcohol shot. And Quest Jenkins played Oberon in a high-stakes game of Go Fish and won.
These are all correct statements.
So that's the beginning of the episode. Oberon says,
In the dark, we're here to steal your stuff. That's what we're paid to do. We come and you possess yourself.
was that Jonathan?
No, that was Jared.
That was Jared. No, Laserman and the dog don't arrive yet. The next thing that happens is basically Oberon has you guys come to his office.
All right, let's roleplay it. Let's roleplay that.
Okay. If you would kindly come into my office.
We do it.
Excellent roleplay. Inside his office, you see there are a few like desk toys. He's got like the hover pen that's held up by magnets, and the clicky ball bearing thing where you can like click it back and forth.
Newton's
That's
cradle.
a Newton's cradle, yeah.
I think they call that a Newton space cradle here.
Oh, that's right.
Space Newton's space cradle.
Space
Newton's space cradle,
Well, it's
yeah.
the same Newton. He's just way older now.
Hey, maybe Fig Newton invented this.
Fig
You don't
Newton
know.
space cradle.
It's Fig Newtons instead of ball bearings.
And
Yes.
it's the worst AU ever.
So he's got Newton's cradle, he's got the hover pen thing, he's got like a Rubik's cube and a few other like weird random desk toys. And he has his big chair, which is currently facing away from the door. And he goes and sits down in it and says, please, all of you, have a seat.
Hold on,
And-
hold on. Does he spin around?
Not yet. He's still facing away from the door.
Oh,
So he's sitting ominously in his large chair, and he asks each of you to please have a seat. And in front of his desk, there are 5, those chairs that you would sit on when you went to church with your parents and went to like the Sunday school for little kids? The tiny chairs.
plastic chairs.
Yeah, he's got like 4 of those in front of his desk so that when you guys sit down in them, your nose is at about level with the desk.
He's in some real subtle negotiation tactics here.
And then once you guys have all sat down, then he spins around dramatically and says, "Thank you for coming into my office."
Yeah, sure.
Does he have
thing.
his fingers steepled in
Yes.
front of his face?
He absolutely does.
Sounds like a great entrepreneur, am I right?
Yeah.
Look, I run a series of legitimate businesses, and I understand that me having lost the game of Go Fish means that I have to foot the bill for this enterprise, and I don't get any of the take because I promised I'd do it for free.
Damn right you did.
That's what I just... Quest, you're really not helping your case here. So I'm prepared to give you 10 of my best warriors and whatever equipment you need to pull this heist off. Now, Niop, I know you have the map still. What were your plans so far? Well, I would say a full-on assault is probably ill-advised. Phatonid makes, laser guns and stuff, so they probably know, well, and they make computers, so they probably know an attack is coming, and they're probably ready for us. I would say we should leave misleading evidence to blame like another gang or a corporation, take the heat off of the bog, and team shoulder mustache. And I was hoping the rest of you guys had some ideas. I mean, the map here has a list of things that we kind of expect to be able to face, but I don't know. I think this should be really a collaborative plan.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could challenge the guards to go fish. Go space fish.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not likely to work.
I mean, it might work though.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You've challenged people you're about to rob to space, go fish, space fish, go.
Look, you don't need to judge me. I heard that tone of judgment in your voice. I've done a lot of things to try and get into a lot of places and steal from a lot of people.
I just feel like maybe you're not telling the truth.
I'm definitely telling the truth.
That's exactly what somebody who's not telling the truth
I heard an
would say
audible,
now.
sarcastic eye roll in that last one.
Well, I believe you.
Thanks.
And I also agree with Niop. I think we should all come up with an idea that'll be really cool together. Five great tastes that taste great together. Plan tastes.
I don't.
My plan taste is to dress up as a janitor and try to sneak in and do janitor things like destroying the power and putting the floor is wet signs everywhere so that people fall.
Is the floor actually gonna be wet though?
It'll be oily.
Ew.
Yeah, I was thinking along the same lines of Janet. I guess I hadn't come up with as many details as like oily floors and stuff, but I think I could go undercover as a guard.
You're a little, like, small.
Yeah.
I think that that's a great idea. I feel really safe when I'm around you.
Oh, thanks, Janet.
And maybe I could sneak in as a boy wonder.
How would you do that? Niop asks.
Well, I would sneak in as a boy wonder.
A great component of being a boy wonder is shaving your mustache. Are you ready for that kind of sacrifice?
I think I could be a janitor.
Okay, Janet, why don't you project the map not into my eyes this time?
Okay.
Just desk size here on the desk, and I'll point out to you guys some of the risks that we're going to face and some of the possible things we could exploit.
Alton, is the hologram desk dimension, like is the aspect ratio of the hologram desk dimension?
I mean, you can scale it however you want and trim it however you want.
Are you sincerely wondering what size it is?
I am going to interpret Niop's request to project it desk size as a request to change the aspect ratio of the map that I project to be desk dimensions.
Okay.
Yeah, this was such an important conversation.
It's the map on top of the desk, the same size as the desk, the same shape as the desk. Looks a little warped, but you can still tell where everything is and what it's supposed to be.
Okay. I smack myself and fix it.
Thanks, Janet. So
You're welcome.
you can see here, We're obviously expecting photonid guards to be around both patrols and stationary guards around the warehouse and inside the tunnels. Probably they'll have exoskeleton soldiers, regular soldiers, and then like technicians.
Question: is an exoskeleton soldier like a soldier that goes around the outside of another soldier?
No, I think they fight exoskeletons.
Oh, well, we don't have to worry about them then.
You might.
I don't know.
No, an exoskeleton soldier, you've seen the guys, they have these like robot suits that they put on, like hydraulic assist.
It's like the Master Chief
No,
or Iron Man. That's a better example.
you mean Myron Ian?
Ayn Rand?
Is it like that one guy in the Marvel movies who gets paralyzed and then he has those little like things that help him walk again?
Yeah, except like it's all over that.
Like all
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
And it's
So they're quadriplegics?
They don't need
no,
it.
they
to
don't
walk.
need it to walk. It helps them like run faster and like be stronger. And
Well, I don't feel very good about hurting quadriplegic people.
they're not quadriplegics. They're just regular soldiers, but they have like strongman suits.
like the Halloween puff muscles.
Are we talking like old timey strongman, like the weirds, like the one nipple out kind of thing?
Okay, so they're soldiers and they have enhancements and we need to fight them. Got
Yeah.
it. What else do we need to worry about?
Well, there's obviously the elevator shafts that go down from the main warehouse down into the rat tunnel system. The quantum computing system has a water cooling.
Wait, did you say rat tunnel system?
Yeah.
Couldn't we just like hire some rats to go in there and like?
Well, it's not actually rat tunnels. They're just tunnels, but they're in like a weird maze.
like tunnels in the style of a rat.
Rat inspired tunnels.
You know, the other day you were saying that you understand the idea of a microclimate, but now you're asking about whether the tunnels actually are rats.
No, not the tunnels themselves. The tunnels themselves are not rats. What I'm asking
You
is
have to climb in the mouth of a rat and
no. What
climb
I'm saying
through a
is, were they
rat?
built specifically for rats? Is there like a weird kind of business department where they move rats around? I guess.
So I wouldn't put it past one of these corporations, but no, I don't think that Photonid is into actual tunnels for rats.
The qubits of the quantum computer are rats, and they travel through the tunnels to do the computing.
So every time it's a qubit, it's a rat instead of a cat.
It's a rat in in superimposed state.
So it's like Schrodinger's rat.
Yes.
Yeah, and you never know if it's dead or alive because you never care enough to check.
But you do know you have a system of tunnels for it.
No, that's not how this works at all. The tunnels are just kind of like an underground base.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so some tunnels.
Can we go back to the elevator shafts? Why did you list that in the list of problems?
This is a mixture list. Problems or things that we could exploit.
So
I mean, the elevator shafts could be considered a problem because they go straight down, and I can't walk straight down.
are there elevators?
Yes, but they're like high security elevators that are only supposed to let the people that are supposed to be in there in there.
I see.
Moving along from the elevator shafts, we have the water cooling system. There are the high voltage cable conduits. There are the tunnels themselves, which are made of concrete. There are the blast doors, which you can see, at regular intervals in the tunnels. You can see that they have the facility waste tube.
It's one tube for all of the facility waste.
Well, it's a big tube. It's like a sewer tube.
Is it connected to the sewers?
Well, yeah. then there's the scientists and technicians that are supposed to be on duty. And you can see here, and here, kind of in strategic positions around the core, there are regular computer systems that are keeping everything stable and keeping the quantum computer itself off of the network.
So if we can get it onto the network, let it run wild, would it be easier to capture there, or do we need to keep it contained the whole time?
I mean, that's a really good question. It depends on what's on the quantum computer. If they've figured out a true AI, it would potentially be pretty dangerous to let it loose on the network, because then who knows where it would go and what it would do. But at the same time, it may be difficult to avoid that, especially if we're supposed to deliver it to somebody.
Is it even worth stealing if it needs normal computers to make it be a computer?
There are so many other computers around. People can use regular computers to help the quantum computer be its best self.
So, what if instead of being a janitor, I dressed up as a giant poop and we used the sewer to get in?
I don't think the disguise would be necessary.
You think I'm already a giant poop?
That's not what she was implying. Also, a giant poop swimming up the sewer instead of down the sewer would look kind of weird. Maybe be slightly suspicious.
But what do you think about the pipe as a way in? That seems promising.
I mean, yeah, if you don't mind being in the sewer. The problem with using the sewer is, well, like I was saying 2 episodes ago, the sewer is home to another criminal organization.
Oh, right. The zombies. In air quotes.
Well, I don't want to start a turf war between the bog and the undead, or the unliving.
A turd war?
A turd war.
So you're saying you knew a weakness that we could have had access to, and you didn't tell us to do it?
I don't want to start a turf war, and the other thing is, like, the unliving might not help us. You know, they might not want us to, or want to allow access for us through their turf into the facility.
But what if we dress up like zombies?
I think they'll see through that. That's what they do.
No, sketch.
If the customs are convincing enough, I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Follow-up question. Are there robot zombies?
I think you're about as close as that comes.
If I only had a brain. Well, I like the idea of sneaking in as zombies. That when I look on the schematic, does it look like there would be fairly immediate access to the core from the waste?
No, there would still be some challenges along the way, but it would avoid, some of the guards. I mean, you wouldn't have to deal with the getting to the warehouse overland, and it would put you. It could put you like in a close-ish spot in the maze to the core, so you could bypass a lot of that stuff, but you would still have to deal with getting the treasure and getting it out of the facility, and dealing with security alarms, the people who are on duty, etc.
And what's this treasure like? Are we pulling this out on a flash drive? Do I email it to myself once we get in there? Or is it like a big old thing?
No, it's a whole computing system. It's not just a program. If it was just a program, I mean, somebody would have stolen it already. It's a physical system.
So how big is it? I mean, backpack size, briefcase size, fanny pack size?
I would say it's about 2 cubits by 2 cubits by 2 cubits.
How many Janets? So it's 26 by 26. Wait, how big is a cubit? It's like 13 feet, right?
What? A cubit is not 13 feet.
1.3 is what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's about the length from your elbow to your
Thank you.
fingers.
Oh, so it's a cubic yard.
A cubit is not a cubic
No,
yard.
No, the dimensions of the thing is about a cubic
Oh,
yard.
yeah.
It's a little smaller.
Why didn't you just say it was a cubic yard?
Because I like esoteric units of measure.
Okay.
It's a new character trait that I'm trying out for myself. I'm trying to be more interesting. It's on my dating profile, and I figured I'd like try it in real life.
Let me tell you about radians.
Okay, cooler than radians though, steradians.
So it's just a straight.
No, it's solid angle.
It's just
They're for measuring solid
one-
angle.
What, I don't even know what that is. Metal Gear Solid?
No, think of it as like the percentage of the shell of a sphere.
Oberon, do you know what this lady is talking about right now? Because
Yeah, I have no idea what NIOP is talking about with the whole steradian thing, and I think she's kind of silly to be doing online dating anyway.
I'm not so sure how dating works among your people, but usually units of measurement are not like a turn on for most people.
Look, I know the kind of guy that I'm looking for, okay? And he's going to care about units of measure, among other things.
Okay. Well, I'm sure he'll care about at least one unit of measurement.
Also, you should just be aware that every time that new character trait comes up, it's going to cost us about 5 minutes trying to figure out what you're talking about. So if you could just use janits or bread boxes in the future.
That's true. If our story ever gets maybe adapted into like some sort of audio play format, this is going to take forever.
I'll take that under consideration.
So our plan is to dress up as zombies, go in where the sewer
that's-
tunnel is.
That's right. I thought we were still going to dress up as poop.
Basically the same thing.
No. That wouldn't. No. That was Janet's idea, and no one was down with it.
I was down with it.
Yeah, I know, Janet, because it was your idea.
That's true.
I was considering it.
No, Skip. Oh my gosh.
All right, how about a compromise? Half of us dress up as poop, and the other half dress up as zombies.
That way, when the guards are describing the situation, it will take them twice as long. We'll slow down their response time.
And what did the poop look like that attacked you?
It was the same shape as the zombies.
Vaguely humanoid, I think.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Sienna. Can you say the plan again from the top?
Yeah. Maybe I'll get through it this time. So the plan is to dress up as zombies and to go in through the sewer tunnel. I'm not thrilled about that. That's fine. And then we will get out of the sewer tunnel, go and grab the computer, put it in bags. I don't know. Maybe if we all have identical backpacks, if we're getting chased, they won't know which one it's in.
Identical
then-
backpacks. Okay, I'll put a guy out to
Do you have a meter squared backpack?
I'll
Like
send a guy
camping
to go get a real big 4 real big backpacks, 5 real big backpacks.
It's like a pizza delivery bag.
Dude, it's like a big pizza delivery bag for giant pizzas.
I don't know how big things are, okay?
Better idea. Maybe we should dress up as pizza delivery people, bringing 4 giant cubic pizzas into the core.
I
like that idea.
Yeah.
don't
I'm voting for
No.
that.
So the reason that we might want to do the sewer thing with the zombie costumes rather than the pizza delivery costumes is that there's not really a pizza delivery person gang.
But why would a zombie deliver a pizza in such a large bag?
I have no words.
Niop, is your gang hiring? I know I'm a human and I'm not one of your people, but
Well,
it seems like my talents could be better used elsewhere.
We killed her gang.
since you guys killed Frankie and the boys, I do need a security team.
Okay, let's start a new gang, Niop, you and me.
We'll call it.
I don't have any ideas. I'm going to let you figure it
We'll
out.
call it the British Thermal Units Gang.
No. We'll
Do you
discuss
guys-
the name later.
You know why? Because we're hot.
Yep. Yes, we are.
One thing we might need if we're going to be zombies is a ton of fake blood. Also, like rotting meat. Wait, we could just go back to those zombies we killed earlier and use those.
What? Like a skin suit?
Uh, not quite, but pretty close. Like
No.
take their clothing and I don't know, use them to mask our scent.
I guess we could take their clothes. I'm not going to take their freaking skin.
So I am going to volunteer to be remote support on this one, and radio and hack to help you guys, because zombie skin suits, not my thing. I'm out.
Nope, we're not doing zombie skin suits because I'm not going to do that. But the clothes is a good idea. I think that's a good idea. If those zombie corpses are still there.
They're not there. I had my guys go clean them up.
Okay, so what if our benevolent patron here could get us some clothes that people don't want anymore? We can rip them up. We can rub them in the weird dirt or the bog or whatever. Make them look gross. I mean, maybe we won't smell exactly like zombies, but if any of you want to go roll around by some dead animals, that's fine by me. I'm not going to do it.
Only if it's a dead raccoon.
What is that?
It's a thing he likes to talk about. It's nothing.
Well, in any case, yeah, you can have ratty old clothes. We've got a whole stack of ratty old zombie clothes that we were going to burn.
Oh, you weren't going to take him to Space Goodwill?
They're ripped up, nasty zombie clothes. Why would we donate them to the poor?
I don't know. So I know that we all know what zombies look like. Well, our characters all know what zombies look like, but Megan doesn't know what zombies look like. Are they like green? Are they like rotted flesh coming off? Are they like they just look like normal people, but they're a little bit dirtier and paler? Like, what does their skin look like?
Yeah, they're like, well, not necessarily paler, but like dead looking. Rotting. Some have most of their skin, some have not as much.
Okay, so like warm bodies zombies?
Yeah, kind of like that. Warm bodies, yeah. That's the one that's like Romeo and Juliet, except Romeo can't say anything because he's dead.
Yes. I love it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, but they're the zombies from warm bodies that are like still people shaped.
Yeah.
And not like the weird skeleton.
The
things.
husks.
Yeah, the bonies, I think that's what they're called, and I don't like that. Okay. So I'm saying with that in mind, we could probably just put makeup on to make us look like dead, sort of like
Yeah.
I know,
Dead or dirty.
basic
Yeah.
stage makeup. Do I? Sure, I do. Executive decision.
I'm still gonna go with the poop disguise because it doesn't make sense for me to be a zombie. I'm a robot.
It doesn't make sense for you to be poop.
Yeah, how exactly do you intend on implementing this poop disguise, Janet?
You had to ask me in character. Cruel. Well, because I can't float, I'll just jump into the sewer and then kind of trudge along the bottom until I'm nice and covered in excrement. And then whenever I'm around anything that could look at me that doesn't know who I am already, I'll just hold still and lay down.
Okay. But the rest of us are going to dress up like zombies, right? No one else is going to dress up like poop?
Yeah, I'm gonna be a zombie.
Yeah, zombie for sure.
Okay. Good.
So, just kind of as a side note, I want to ask you, Berkeley, how does Sketch feel about this idea of having to dress up like and act like a zombie for this heist?
Oh, it's definitely conflicted because on the one hand he's doing the thing that he hates other people for. Like, you know, you wouldn't you'd cringe a little bit if you had to put the bumper sticker of a political candidate that you hated on your car. I think he feels a little bit like that right now. But on the other hand, it's kind of validating because he's going to prove that it's possible to fake being a zombie, which makes it more plausible that all the zombies are faking being zombies.
How far is he willing to go? Is he like willing to
Bite
try
someone?
to eat? Yeah, is he willing to try to eat Quest Jenkins's brain to prove that he's a zombie?
Wow. You just jumped right to that one, huh? I mean, no, he doesn't want to kill Quest, and he doesn't want brain in his mouth. Like, he would probably bite someone's shoulder for the part, but not, like, kill someone.
Okay, all right. Interesting.
Well, that's good to know.
As you guys are there in the office, I want everybody to roll notice.
Are we checking to see if the Rubik's Cube has been solved or if it's unsolved?
If that's what you want to pay attention to, then sure.
6.
5.
4.
5.
Okay, so it looks like everybody succeeded. You notice that there's somebody kind of outside the door of the office, kind of like pacing back and forth. You can see their shadow like crossing across the window.
Do you need to talk to that guy out there?
I don't know what it's about. All my people know that I'm here planning the heist, so
Maybe you should step out and meet with them.
yeah,
Or maybe you should invite them in here so we can all meet with them.
fair.
Or maybe you stay in here and we go meet with them and then we send them into you.
Maybe we can meet with them in here and you can go outside.
Those are all the possibilities. Just a second, I'll be right back. Oberon excuses himself from his large spinny chair, and it spins a little bit as he leaves. He obviously greased the bearings on it quite well, so that it would spin.
Alton, did you ever see me do that to my chair on the floor?
No.
We had a huge tube of lithium grease, and I greased it up real good one time. You could spin for several minutes before it stopped. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
That is hilarious. I wish I would have been able to see that. That feels like the kind of shenanigans that you and Josh would get up to. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, while he's gone, I want to look through the drawers in his desk.
Okay. Inside his desk, you see various receipts. You find a data pad that is password locked. There are some pens and pencils, a pad of paper that doesn't have anything written on it. Are you looking for anything specific?
Just something interesting to steal.
Steal the paper like you're visiting a hotel. I'm going to try to solve his Rubik's Cube before he gets back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll common knowledge.
It's a 3.
Okay, you don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube just offhand. Go ahead and roll smarts for me.
Eight.
Okay, so you're working on the Rubik's Cube and you're figuring it out little by little. You hear Oberon speaking with what sounds like a female Edenian outside the office, and then he comes back in and says, "Sorry for the wait. I had to speak with one of the folks out there, they're concerned about you guys bringing Janet here into the bog. We generally don't have a very high tolerance for very much technology here.
Don't worry, I'm not legally classified as technology anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I'm old.
Fair enough. I hadn't considered it that way. How old does something have to be before it stops being technology?
Like 40.
Are you 40, Janet?
Yes, about.
Well, then I guess you're about not technology anymore? I find this whole thing rather confusing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I told them that they'd have to deal with it for now.
In like they're gonna deal with me? Like murder me kind of way?
No. Well, maybe that's how they interpreted it, but that's not how I meant it. I meant that they would have to hold their horses. Whatever those are.
There's not horses on
Is that
Edenia.
like a raccoon?
Well, I'm familiar with the English phrase, hold your horses. I know it means to be patient, but
I'd always heard it as hold your raccoon.
I've literally never heard that as a phrase.
No, I've heard it quite a few times.
What is a raccoon then? What does the phrase mean?
I mean, just to be like patient, I think.
I don't know. That doesn't seem true to me.
I don't know. I've never seen a raccoon. I just assume it's some sort of furry animal. I'd love to see one on Edenia.
Have I solved the Rubik's Cube yet?
No, but you've gotten the first 2 layers.
Beautiful.
The problem is that as you're trying to solve the 3rd layer, it keeps messing itself up, and you have to keep like undoing the moves that you did to get it back to the 2 layers.
Hey, Oberon. Did you maybe solve this before by like pulling the stickers off and rearranging them?
Damn it, how'd you find out?
Well, according to my computations, this isn't possible to solve because I haven't figured it out, and I'm a genius.
I don't know about that.
Well, agree to disagree, and then I try to throw it in the trash.
It goes right into the trash can.
Yes.
Well, I suppose we have a decent plan. If we're gonna heist, we better start heisting.
Sounds good. I'll send you guys with my best team of 10 Edenians, and
Oh, we need to figure out our supplies that we wanted to ask for.
yeah, you guys asked about bags and zombie clothes, both of which I'm providing.
Would be nice.
Explosives, we do have some of those. What kind are you after?
I would like some thermite.
Interesting. Okay. How much? And do you want just the thermite straight up, or do you want like a thermite grenade or...
We thermite want one of each.
I don't actually know how this works, but I've seen on the internet videos of like explosive cord that you can like roll out and then use to like cut stuff with by exploding it.
Oh, det cord. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I want thermite det cord because I want it to be able to melt steel beams.
Okay.
Oh. Well, I would recommend jet fuel, but we all know.
He writes out a list of a few different pieces of equipment and says, if you head down to the armory with this coupon, they should give you what you need. They have different kinds of explosives, and they can show you what they do, or not show you what they do, but they can walk you through what the different things will do down there in the armory.
You're being very generous, and I don't mean to split hairs here, but since this paper just gets us something for nothing, wouldn't you say it's more of a voucher than a coupon?
I suppose.
Oh,
Yes, it is a voucher. Now, come to think of it, yes.
A follow-up question. Do you know a guy named Jerry who runs a mini mart? And did you make one of these? And then I pull out my voucher from Jerry's mini mart and show it to him.
I have never seen that voucher before. Though, to be honest, I would say that looks more like a coupon since it's with purchase.
Okay, I put it away.
And as for Jerry, everyone knows Jerry.
But which Jerry? That's the question.
Yeah, I know several.
What do you mean, several? There's only one Jerry.
Well, there's the Jerry at the safe house, and there's the Jerry the chop doctor, and there's the Jerry at the store where you can get all the stuff.
I mean, I'm not super familiar with the safe house or the chop doctor, but I'm only aware of one Jerry.
Birds aren't real. Pay attention to the Jerrys. You'll see.
Shall we fast forward a minute then? You guys go to the armory, you get the explosives that you wanted. Was there anything else on your shopping list?
Do they? Oh, I guess they don't believe in technology, so laser guns are probably out of the question.
Nope, laser guns are out. If you want any melee weapons, they've got like spears and like swords and things.
Yeah, I'd go for a. What about like a dagger?
Yeah, you'd have a dagger.
Yeah, I think the swords would be a bit. I would be as tall as you sketch.
Do they have pith helmets?
Pith helmets?
Yeah.
keeps them from pithing everywhere.
Oh, no, it's not a pith helmet. That's not what I wanted. Hang on. I'll get back
Like,
to
are you going on a safari?
I know. It's a pickle hob helmet. Pickle hob. That's
Pickle
what I
hob
wanted.
helmet?
Yeah.
What the heck is a pickle hob helmet?
It's
Okay.
it's those spiked German World War I helmets. And I wanted one because we're going down into the sewers, and I didn't want any like plumber with like a red hat and coveralls to try to jump on my head to kill me.
They don't have any pickle hob helmet.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
You're the one who wanted to dress up like a piece of shit.
Got him.
In real life too.
I was just gonna ask if they have any type of like makeup cosmetic type stuff that I can use to make people look like zombies. I mean, I don't carry it with me, so
Yes, they do. They have
Okay.
a bunch of different camouflage style makeup, and you can.
nice.
They've got all different colors.
Also, Jonathan, you don't have a gun. Maybe you want one.
Why would I want a gun?
Oh, I don't know. It's not like we're going to go into a highly defended, super dangerous fortress to steal something.
What's the coolest gun I can get, Alton?
Police revolver.
You're going to take Sketch's police revolver from him.
What do you think the coolest gun that you can get is?
Probably like a laser gun would be the coolest.
They don't have laser guns. I mean, Oberon has a gun, but most of the other.
I ask Oberon for his gun. Hey, Oberon, can I have your gun?
Sadly, I would give it to you if it wasn't such an important symbol to me of new beginnings.
Ah, well, there's a new beginning to this heist, and I need a gun.
totally took a great moment, and we're just like, nope.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard pass. It's very sentimental to me, and I don't want to lose it. And especially not to someone who's as untrustworthy as you.
I'm very trustworthy.
That's what you say. That's exactly what an untrustworthy person would say.
That's exactly what Anyways, do you have any guns in this armory? I've been looking around and I haven't seen any.
Mostly we just steal guns from our enemies and then throw them away when we're done with them. We don't really keep a lot of firearms here at the bog. I mean, there's mine. And there are a few people around that have them, but they're not really a thing we use a lot.
Okay, do you have a sword?
We do have a sword.
One sword.
I'll take a sword.
How big do you want the sword?
Extra big.
Extra large.
Oberon looks at your muscles and like tries to see if you're strong enough for an extra large sword. What's your strength die? Or not your strength, your shoot, what's the word for it?
Strength?
Strength.
Strength? Then
Yeah.
strength.
It's
What's
a
your strength
6.
die?
It's a 6.
I don't know that you're strong enough for an extra large sword. Maybe
Can you describe how big an extra large sword is?
an extra large sword is really kind of extra.
and large?
And it's large. So
Huh.
it's about as tall as a man. It has a handle that's obviously a two-handle handle. It's also about as wide as a man.
Whoa.
The blade width. So it's like who's the guy with the ridiculous sword from Smash Bros? Cloud.
Yeah.
It's like Cloud's sword is the extra large sword.
Or did you mean clout?
Clout.
Because he's got so much clout.
You'd have to be pretty strong to be able to even lift the extra large sword. There are a few Edenians around who could, but
I think we should see Quest try to lift the extra large sword. Like, try it, Quest. Just see if you can. I just want to see if you can.
Just to prove Oberon wrong, frankly.
Yeah, I think you could do it.
Well, you know what makes a man bigger than his muscles? His mustache. Let me give this a shot. I walk over to the sword and I try to pick it up. And in my brain, I roll a 2.
Oh no.
the sword like scoots along the ground a little bit as you pull on it.
Does it make like a nice kind of...
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Quest, use the power of your mustache.
Okay. Well, I guess on that note, do you have an extra regular sword?
I actually do. Sadly, our chief iron worker, steel worker guy. What do you call it? The person who makes swords?
A blacksmith?
Blacksmith?
Ah, yes, that's the word. Our chief swordsmith is a bit of a weeb. So,
Oh, no.
so all of our swords are
no.
extra. All of our swords are extra, but there is a regular sized extra
Get the
sword.
one with the key handle.
Yeah, do you have one with a key handle?
You see, it's not a key handle, but it's actually the blade goes up and it's just like a round shaft of metal, and then it has 2 key blades.
Is it like a double-decker axe?
Yeah, it's like a double decker.
And they're calling it a sword? Your
They're calling it
swordsmith
a
needs
sword.
to go back
Done.
to school.
I'm taking it.
The worst sword ever.
I told you.
Okay, this character better come back because this is one of my favorites I've ever seen in a campaign. That's hilarious.
I told you he was a bit of a weeb. You've ended up with an extra regular sword.
How are you going to sheath that? You can't because the top is a freaking key axe.
I carry my swords like I carry my... anyways,
Finish the sentence. Finish.
naked.
I checked to see if Quest is wearing pants.
Roll investigation. No, roll research.
I didn't train in any of those things because I didn't think I'd ever use them because I'm a shooter. And it turns out I needed them. That's a 2. -2, so it's a 0.
You can't tell.
Can't tell. Is he wearing flesh tone yoga pants?
Possibly.
truly a goal of mine.
You got to do a double take to see if they're actually there. Okay, so you got key axe sword.
Key axe sword. Yep.
Does the bog have any armor that would fit like a 12-year-old human boy?
You mean like a plate rig? We have those, yeah.
And Alton, for our listeners, for those of you listening at home, are you talking about like a ballistic plate carrier type of thing, like body armor?
Yeah, they're like police body armor vests.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
So they've got like a sleeve in the front, a sleeve in the back, and like a sleeve on the sides of the vest. where
And
you
those
can
aren't arm
slide-
sleeves.
They're not sleeves for they're not sleeves for
Don't-
limbs.
Can you put snacks in there?
You could put snacks in there, but it would be at the cost of the actual armor part of the body armor.
If you put enough Nature Valley granola bars in there, it'll work.
Like, what if I put the armor plate in and then one Ritz cracker?
I mean, it's a pretty tight squeeze to squeeze the armor into the spot where it goes.
Mm.
So I don't
if you
know
crush
if
the
there.
Ritz cracker first.
Yeah, you could put the Ritz dust in there, I guess.
Okay.
And then legally, it's a fanny pack. It's not even body armor.
Oh,
Is that how that works?
That's how American gun laws are.
That's
That's true.
that's accurate, actually.
I think this will go really well with my whole police thing I've got going on. I've got my handcuffs, I've got my billy club, got my police revolver, and now I've got this armor.
Nice. Now all you need to do is tear gas civilians.
Oh, I already do that.
That's what he calls crop dusting.
And that doesn't mean that you fart so bad that it makes people cry. It's different.
Oh, never mind then.
Did they teach you how to do that in AST?
Yeah, that was actually our second lecture.
How to fart so bad that somebody
smells
cries.
like ass in here.
And by that I mean Adventure Survival School.
Welcome to day 2.
Did you all pay your fees and buy your book?
Our day 2 book. There's a book for each day.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the whole thing was a money-making scam, so...
College
that makes sense.
flashbacks.
College flash nows.
Yeah, college flash durings.
They're my now memories.
College flashers. Wait.
Where? No, take those back.
I see Sketch's body armor, and Janet gets a little bit jealous. And I'm going to try to get some of those plates from the armor plates,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to try to attach one to the top of my head, like a helmet.
Interestingly, it's just steel, and your head is also made out of steel. And you happen to have a blowtorch.
All right. I would like to roll repair to weld it to my head.
You now have a chance of welding a plate armor to the top of your head.
That's a 4.
Okay, yeah, you do it. How is it welded to the top of your head? Can you explain?
It's like a fin. I welded the narrow end, like the bottom narrow end, to the top of my head, so it sticks up like a fin.
Is it like a fin, like a mohawk, or is it like a sideways?
It's edge forward.
Edge forward. Okay, awesome.
I'm taller now, technically, so I can go on all those roller coasters they wouldn't let me ride before, too.
Janet was already tall enough. It was Sketch that couldn't go on those rides.
If you did this sketch, maybe you could ride the rides too.
I don't think I can just weld stuff to my head.
Bones are technically made of metal.
What?
Calcium's a metal, like on the periodic table. So
Oh, I'm not ready to process that information.
you're not ready to be horrified by the fact that you could potentially weld something to your bone.
Are you saying I'm Wolverine?
Yes.
Sketch Thompson, the X-Man. He used to be a man, but now he's just an X.
Man.
I was never a man. I'm still a boy.
With that, Oberon says, well, I need to go.
You watched me weld it on.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. Go back to my office and play with my Rubik's Cube.
Sure, your Rubik's Cube.
Oh, girl.
And he leaves. And the team that's supposed to be helping you guys with the heist comes up, and at the leading that group of the 10 soldiers is Oberon's daughter, Misha.
Yikes.
And she approaches and says, still playing with the robot, I see. I don't think this is going to go so well. We should leave Janet behind.
But I had a disguise planned. You can't just ditch me because you don't like my mohawk. I think your hair looks dumb too. We'll leave you behind.
So, first of all, I don't have hair. And second of all, it's not because of the mohawk.
Why don't why don't you like me?
You're a machine. You cannot be trusted. You have no morality.
Wow, that's a really hot take, Misha.
Damn, tough luck. See you later, Janet.
Well, first off, I'd like to point out that if I had no morality, why didn't I kill your dad?
Wait, you were the one who tried to kill my dad?
I'm pretty sure we already had this discussion, and yes.
Well, yeah, first of all, I didn't believe you. I thought you were malfunctioning or whatever.
That is a pretty safe guess on any given day, but but no, I didn't kill him because you were there, and I don't believe in killing people in front of children. Which, shout out to my enemies. If you want to survive my wrath, then just become a babysitter or something.
Well, in any case, I don't think we should bring the robot.
Well, we're gonna bring the robot. Tough luck. You don't make the decisions around here. Let's go.
Well, all right.
Can't argue with that logic.
You guys start heading out of the bog back towards the city. Nayab and Misha are kind of walking ahead of you guys, and the team of Adenians kind of help you guys navigate the forest. They have this trick where they have these kind of dust plume things that they keep squeezing. Those like
Turkey basters with cornstarch in them.
Exactly. And it helps you see the trees while you're going around. So it works well, and eventually you get out of the forest and are on your way towards the city to find an acceptable sewer entrance. Once you find one, go ahead and roll research to try and figure out where a good sewer entrance would be.
Okay. And I ask this every single time, but do I get a wild die on my untrained skill use?
Yes. Okay. It's just at -2.
That's a 1 for me total.
1 total, not snake eyes though.
Not snake eyes.
Okay. Yeah, Janet, you haven't spent a lot of time in the sewers.
That's a 0 for me.
Quest, you also have not spent much time in the sewers.
I also got a 1 with everything all added together.
Yeah, you stay away from the sewers at all costs.
Yes, I do.
I got a 3. Yeah.
You have spent more time in the sewers than anyone here, and you still don't know how to get to the sewers.
So like a double loss there.
Yeah.
So you guys are just kind of going around. You're back on the street where you shot down the car of Laserman and the dog that were kind of chasing you guys on the way to the Black Forest. You see the wreck of their car and the butler droid, the butler robot android, dead in the driver's seat. But the rest of the people that were in the car, Laserman, the dog, and the actual dog, aren't there.
I am going to look for any like nearby flowers or like a colorful leaf or something.
Okay, go ahead and roll research.
That's a 3.
Okay, you don't find any colorful leaves or flowers. I would like you all to roll notice, though.
5.
8.
5.
4.
Okay, Quest Jenkins, you see Janet's wig sitting on the ground near the wreck. It is in very poor condition.
I go pick it up.
The rest of you guys find that there is a manhole cover that says sewer on it, not far from the wreckage.
Oh, cool.
I tuck Janet's wig into my fanny pack.
How carefully do you do it?
So careful.
Okay, so there's no like loose fake hairs sticking out.
To get stuck in your zipper.
I think there's a couple stuck in my zipper.
Okay. The smell coming up out of the manhole cover is revolting.
That makes sense.
Oh, this smells revolting.
I don't know why it gets me every time you do that, Jonathan. And you have a choice. You can either climb down into the sewer or try to find another entrance.
I'm going to shine my eyes down and see what's immediately visible.
Also, are you guys already dressed up as zombies, or are you going to wait until you're in the sewer to do that?
I think we should wait until we're in the sewer because I think we didn't want to attract attention to ourselves on the way to the sewer so that people would want to attack us.
Yeah, agreed.
Janet, you were saying trying to see what you can see down in the sewer?
Yeah, I'm shining my light down to see what's down through the manhole cover.
So you see that there's a ladder that goes down to sort of a narrow walkway along a flowing sluice of wastewater. There's not much that you can see beyond that. I mean, the angle isn't great and it's a ways down, but nothing seems to be directly at the base of the ladder.
Okay.
Except, the walkway.
Well, it looks like a sewer down there. I suppose this entrance is as good as any.
I jump in.
You just like jump in.
Yeah, I just go.
Like the Disney show movie. It was a movie. Never mind.
Enchanted?
I was thinking of, I don't know how even to describe it, but there was like a Disney movie in like the late 2000s about jump in.
Okay. Quest, I'd like you to roll agility.
Ooh. Okay. That is a 4.
All right, Quest, you managed to land on your feet and not break your ankles as you have just landed on the narrow walkway. You avoid falling into the sludge just barely, but you're not hurt either. So you jumped down the manhole successfully.
All right.
I'm just gonna take the ladder and go down.
You don't have to roll, you make it down.
Wow.
Sketch is tempted to do what Quest did, but he's going to do what Sienna did.
How wise. +1 wisdom to you, sir. I am going to set my improbably large cubic backpack and see if it fits through the manhole cover.
If it's unfolded to its maximum size, no, it does not fit. However, if you fold it up like it initially came, it fits just fine.
Okay. Janet was imagining in her head like a cartoon style scenario where she has to jump on the backpack to like smush it through the hole. But upon trying to set it on the hole and seeing it just fall right through, she decides to climb down the ladder.
Okay. Everybody else except Janet, I want you to roll agility.
Oh no.
4.
I got a 5.
7.
All right, Sketch Thompson, you managed to catch the falling backpack out of the air as it falls towards you through the manhole. And shortly after you catch it, you see Janet sliding down the ladder.
When I get to the bottom, I hold my hand out for the bag.
Here you go.
Thank you. And then I tuck it into my compartment.
It fits inside your bottle warming compartment?
I don't know. I figure my gun fits in there, so a folded up bag probably would, right?
Okay.
It's the TARDIS.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, I can wear it on my backpack. On my backpack. On my back. That probably makes more sense for me to do anyways. Okay, I'll put it on my back.
All right. You guys start to dress up as zombies, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to say, Sienna, since you're the one that got the makeup and everything, I want you to roll thievery to see how good of a job you're doing at disguising the members of your party as zombies.
I'm going to take a Benny. Okay, I got a 5.
Okay, so you managed to do a passable job of making them look like zombies. They don't smell like zombies yet, but they look pretty convincing, especially if you're not, really, really looking carefully. They look fairly convincing. Except Janet, who doesn't look at all like a zombie or like a piece of poop. She just looks like a robot with a weird piece of body armor on the top of her head.
Okay, I lay down and I forgot about the body armor. I lay down and I roll sideways into the sewage sluice and start rolling around in it like a dog.
You immediately sink to the bottom. It's like very much deeper than it looked. And you're like way down under the water. Splash from you rolling into it. It like has now splashed a little bit of wastewater onto the rest of the party.
Oh, yuck.
This is worse than the time that you guys were in zombie tunnels in the subway.
Not for me. I can't smell anything.
So we just leave her in there? Or we gotta wait for her to come back up?
Yeah.
All right, Alton. How long do I need to stay down there in order to get truly covered in excrement?
I mean, I would imagine it would take a little while since it's flowing. It's not like just sludge. It's water with stuff in it.
Okay. So I'm going to stay down there for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Do I find anything cool down there? Are there like coins or like...
It's pretty hard to see. The water is pretty dark.
It's fair.
Even with your lights, it's murky and dark, and it would be difficult to find anything of value in there anyway.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I climb back up.
All right. Misha is, as you get out of the water, Misha is just saying to the rest of the group, yeah, we should just go. She just rolled into the water, or she's probably going to short out or something.
Wrong again. I'm back. Let's do this.
We should have left earlier. All right, come on, everybody.
I'm going to pat her on the back as I walk past her.
It makes a squishing sound, and Misha kind of winces and shakes her head disapprovingly. As you guys move along the narrow sewer, who's in the front and what is your walking order? Because it's only wide enough for one person at a time.
I'm in the front.
I'm behind Quest.
I should probably be towards the back because I have light eyes.
And you're covered in poop.
Also that.
Janet's at the back.
Yeah, I'm behind Sienna.
All right, and the Adenians are between you guys and Janet. As you guys walk along, you notice that as you get closer to Phatonid territory, the sewage like tunnels. The sewage tunnels seem like they're splitting, but also merging at different intervals, and it's hard to keep track of where you are. I need you guys to roll survival to see if you have kept your bearings.
It's a 3.
I got a 2.
I got a 2.
I got a 3.
All right. Pretty soon, you guys walk past a piece of graffiti in the sewers that say "Undead Lives" or "Undead Lives." It's unclear, and it has like a skull and crossbones next to it.
Undead Liveys?
I think it says Undead Lives.
I'm pretty sure it says lives.
Oh, it could be either one.
Is it stenciled?
It's not stenciled. It's freehand.
Freehand, okay.
These zombie figures are so tacky.
Are you some graffiti expert, Sketch?
No, I mean, just like this whole thing, it's supposed to look really scary and intimidating because there's a skull on it and it says dead and lives in the same sentence, but I can see through it.
Oh, well, I'm glad we have you with us.
Did you know that if you take the V out of lives, it spells lies?
Oh my gosh, I'm going to write a whole post about that.
Niop says, "How is it transparent? I thought that the subway walls were made of concrete, not glass." She says that in the headset radio that one of you may be wearing. If you're not wearing it, then she said it to no one.
We're all wearing one, right? Wait, why did she say the wall is made of glass?
Because I said I could see through it, I think.
Oh.
It's a metaphor.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough, I guess.
Do you want me to start a live feed to you? I have a camera.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay. I turn it on and show her the beautiful artwork.
Is Janet's processing power relatively limited?
Yeah, she's not she is a self-aware nurse robot, but her video feed was meant to be used as a baby monitor, not as some sort of HD surveillance gear.
I see.
So it's going to be fairly lo-fi, but it'll work.
So I think you guys took a wrong turn because it looks like you're headed into Unliving territory. That graffiti is one of their territory markers.
Wasn't that the plan?
Well, yes and no. I mean, you're supposed to go through their territory to get through to the section where you'll end up going to the... Wow, I'm really bad at talking. I'm just realizing that now.
How do we get to where we need to go from here?
Well, the issue is that you're a little close to their main hideout, so you may run into some guards up in front of you guys. Where Janet's light starts to get dim, you can see something shuffling along. And as it gets closer, you realize that it's a zombie. Quest, you're in the front. What do you do?
Hey guys, I see something shuffling along. I think it's a zombie.
Then act like a zombie.
Hey guys,
Not an Oompa Loompa, a zombie.
Zoomba, Loomba, Doompa Dee Dee. I am a zombie coming for thee.
I think that Sketch has probably practiced zombie noises as part of proving that zombies aren't real. Can I kind of shuffle into the front and do my zombie impression?
Yes, but as each person you pass, you will have to roll athletics to see if you manage to not push them into the sewage.
Well, that's never going to happen, but let's try. Got 3 bennies left. Here we go. I'm fourth in line? Third in line.
Yeah, you're third in line.
Third in line to the throne.
I'm going to use a Benny on that first one. Okay, I got a 4 for passing Sienna.
Okay. You do not push Sienna into the sewage.
Thank you.
And a 5 to pass Quest.
You managed to not push Quest into the sewage as well. Now you're in the front. Wow.
I make the Minecraft bat sound.
I haven't played much Minecraft since the bats were introduced.
Wow, you haven't played it forever.
Yeah, the bats really ruined the game for me too.
Sketch Thompson, please roll performance.
Okay. That's a 3.
So, sadly, your zombie noises sound like they come out of a video game rather than being reflective of what real zombies sound like, and are not very convincing. And as the zombie in the light approaches, it says, "What are you doing? Are you trying to pretend to be a regular zombie?"
Yeah, it's just something I was trying out. Did it not work?
No, it didn't.
It's like a new intimidation thing.
I guess, but like, why would you just? Oh, there's more of you. Are all of you conscious?
Yep.
Nope.
Of what? Conscious of like our eating choices, or
Wait, what is that at the back?
oh, that's my key sword.
I'm a poop.
I've never. Wait a second. Are you guys even?
I'm going to shout, gotta go fast, and then I'm going to belly flop into the sewage.
What was that? Are we being invaded?
I think it was just a big rat.
I think you should go check that out.
Well, they're at the bottom of the sewage canal now, so
Oh yeah, so it's not our problem anymore. That's fine.
I guess I hope it shorts out, right?
Yeah, it definitely will.
I make it sound. I cannot even hear them. I probably can't. Never mind.
No, you don't make any sound.
You might be able to actually, because the way the human ear works is different than the way that like a microphone works. So the vibrations of the voice would go into the water somewhat.
Yeah, but it's also flowing water with turds in it.
It could be a little distorted.
That's true. Actually, a lot of people don't know this, but audio engineers know that poop is the best way to absorb stray sound.
I don't know. That sounds like a crappy sound quality.
Okay, well, let's move forward from what I was thinking because it's not feasible.
So are you guys new around here? Like, what's the deal? I don't think I've seen you guys before.
We're just doing a robbery.
Not of you.
No. We're not robbing you guys. We're not robbing zombie. We're thanks. We're robbing some other guys.
Like at the command of who?
Me command.
Generally speaking, we try to keep a low profile down here.
Well, I mean, that's why we're all dressed up as you. I mean,
Wait.
Oh, nice.
All right. I would like to pop out of the water and pull the dude in now.
Okay. How do we want to do this? Can you, I guess you can kind of see where he is. He'd just be the front one in the line, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll athletics. He's actually going to counter with athletics as well.
It's a 9.
He rolled a 2, so yeah, you managed to pull him off his balance and he falls into the sewage.
Sweet.
As he falls in, you see like one of his arms like comes detached and kind of falls apart.
Does it start swimming away on its own?
No, it doesn't. Once it's detached from him, it doesn't act alive.
Okay.
Can zombies drown?
No, because they don't breathe.
Oh, damn it.
So he's like there in the sewage, like trying to claw and like fight against Janet having pulled him under. And Janet, you are now in combat with a unliving.
I feel kind of bad. Well, I guess I shouldn't feel that bad, but I feel a little bit bad about killing a sentient being.
Okay, he drew a 3 of diamonds. You drew an 8 of hearts. You get to go first.
All right. I am not going to shoot my gun because that doesn't work underwater.
Yeah, the rest of you can't see what's happening because this is all the surface of the sewage. So unless you want to go down in there with them, you're not going to see much except for Janet's light.
I'm going to trust that she's doing okay. I'll put my gun out in case they come to the surface.
Okay. I would like to pull him apart like a Lego guy until I just have his torso and his head,
Okay.
and then carry him around.
No, don't carry him around.
Oh, and then not carry him around.
So what I'm going to need you to do is... Okay, so you'll roll regular fighting attacks.
Okay.
And so he is considered entangled because you grabbed him. And you are vulnerable because you're holding on to him.
Okay.
And what that does is entangled means that he can't move away from you. And vulnerable means that actions against you are made at +2.
Okay. Okay, my first attack, I rolled a 7.
Okay, what are you attacking with? Just your fist?
I'm going to use my fin head.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to chop him on the shoulder.
Try and chop his shoulder with your fin head.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your strength as damage.
7 as well.
Okay. He is shaken. So on his turn, he's going to try to rally. Okay, he successfully rallies, and he's going to try to break free of your grapple, which is on his leg, using his athletics. Okay, and I need you to roll athletics to counter that.
Okay. It's a 4.
All right, he rolled a 2, so he is still entangled and can't move away from you. Okay, next round of combat. He drew a 9 of spades, you drew a 4 of clubs. So he's going to try to get away from you again. And he rolled a 1, so he fails to do that. And instead not instead, but now he's going to try to attack you. And he rolled a 2 on his attack, so he fails to hit you. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to fin chop him again.
Okay.
That's a 3 this time.
So unfortunately, you do fin chop him, but it doesn't have any effect. It's like you did it too gently.
It was more of a fin caress than a fin chop.
Not really so much of a caress, but more of like a fin bump.
Hmm.
Okay. Doot. He drew a 7 of clubs. You drew a 9 of diamonds. So you go first this time.
Okay. I'm going to try to maneuver him underneath me
Okay.
so that I'm pinning him to the bottom.
Okay. Go ahead and roll athletics for that. And he's going to counter with his athletics.
It's a 5.
All right. You managed to maneuver him. He's still only entangled, though. There's no different benefit yet.
Okay. And I'm gonna pull on his leg.
Okay. Go ahead and roll fighting for that.
It's a 7.
All right. You do manage to shake him again. His turn. He's going to roll to recover. He does recover and attempts to kick your hand off with a fighting attack. Not kick your hand off, but kick your hand off of his leg. And he rolls a 6 in terms of his thing. What's your parry?
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, so he's going to be able to hit you. So he's going to roll strength to see how much damage it does. It does 3 damage. What is your toughness?
7.
Okay, so his blow basically glances off. Doesn't work because you're made of metal.
Metal, Janet.
Okay, he draws a king and you draw a jack. So he goes again. He's going to attack. Okay, does a 10 beat your parry?
Just barely.
So he got a success and a raise. That's going to add 2 to his damage roll. Okay, he got an 8 damage.
Okay.
You're just shaken because it wasn't a raise above your weakness.
Okay, so I roll spirit to rally, right?
Yep.
That's an 8.
Okay, yeah, you rally. And go ahead and do your turn.
Okay, I am going to release him and then kind of claw my way up the side and try to do like a body slam.
Okay. Underwater body slam.
Holy cow. That's 22.
Huh. Okay, hang on. Okay, that is a success and a triple raise, so you get +6 damage.
Am I just rolling strength for damage? What am I rolling for damage?
Yeah, because you're striking unarmed, you're rolling just your strength.
Okay. 10.
10 total. Yeah, he shatters apart into pieces there under the water, and his head still seems to be alive, but he's unable to move. All he's doing is kind of scooting along by opening and closing his jaw at this point.
I'm going to pick up his head and put my hand over his mouth. And so he can't talk, and then I'm going to climb out. Oh, he couldn't talk anyways because he doesn't have lungs. Never mind. I'll just leave him down there.
Okay. And you climb out?
Yeah.
All right.
Man, I kind of feel bad for him. I'll bring him with me. I don't want to just leave him down there forever. That would be a sucky existence.
I mean, he'd get out eventually. Might be a while.
I'm going to pick him up and take him up there with me.
Okay. Yikes, that hurt a lot. What'd you do that for?
He can't talk. He doesn't have lungs.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, I'm going to set him on my shoulder like a parrot. Is that your actual teeth?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds so bad for them. One of my biggest fears is having teeth problems. Okay, anyway, so I come back up and I say, problem solved. That's not my character voice again. Problem solved.
Great job, Janet.
Why did you keep the head?
I found a new friend.
No, Janet. No, we can't keep carrying the corpses of our friends.
When you say friend, the skull like chatters its teeth like very negatively and kind of furrows its brow.
I just want to try and like slap it out of her hand into the poop water.
I'd like to roll to dodge.
Okay, so Sienna, I need you to roll fighting, and Janet, I need you to roll. Yeah, Janet, you'll have to use agility to try and.
Okay, that's a 11.
Well, now I'm embarrassed to say
What's your fighting?
it was a 3.
So you did not successfully swat the skull / head of this zombie off of Janet's shoulder. Janet dodged.
Just don't take it with us. Just throw it away. The other zombies will be mad if they see a zombie head on your shoulder.
But he could be our guide.
No, he can't because he can't talk.
If we're going the right way, click once for yes, or twice for no.
Well, also Nyop can help guide us too.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, that's right. If you can still hear me.
I can still hear you.
Yeah, I read you. Well, maybe I could just I don't know. I look around for like any place that I could kind of put him that's like not immediately visible, but would like not mean that he has to live the rest of his life at the bottom of a poop river.
Just let him live the rest of his life at the bottom of a poop river.
It's so sad though.
He's just an NPC.
I just realized that Sketch probably has to react to the fact that this is a zombie head,
Oh dang.
and his reaction is to assume that it's animatronic. Throw that stupid machine back in the sewer.
I put the head down and threw myself back in the sewer.
No, not you. Not.
The head uses its jaw power to try to roll along, but ends up bumping itself into the sewer as well.
Oh no.
Okay.
Perfect. I was gonna kick it in anyway.
I was going to do that.
Well, that was a close one. Goodbye, another friend that my group wouldn't let me have.
Just stop making friends with dead things, dead machines, and we'll be
I
fine.
know, just have a normal friend.
Befriend everybody. That's my motto.
Just make Sketch your best friend or something. I don't know.
Oh
But-
man.
But he's not a body.
He is technically.
Well, if you guys are done arguing about Janet's friendship skills, if you keep moving forward, you should find the entrance to the Photonid, like the main Photonid sewer line that goes to where you're trying to go.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
I trudge along back to the back again.
As you guys move forward, you find that the entrance to the Photonid sewer line that goes to where you're trying to get to the rat's nest, is blocked by a kind of iron grate with a sort of mesh of electrodes sticking out of the bars.
I would like to roll common knowledge to see if Janet recognizes what this device could be capable of.
Okay.
Same, except can I do electronics?
Yes.
It's a 3.
I got an 8.
Janet, it's obvious to you that these bars are meant to block people from going through. Sketch, you can tell that this is basically an electric fence / alarm system. So the first few people that go through between the bars should be fine. But if the bars are cut or if too many people go through, it will gain enough electric charge to start causing serious damage to anything that tries to pass through the bars. Additionally, it does seem wired up to send a signal even with one person passing between the bars.
Can I try to disarm it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll electronics again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll electronics.
That was a 5.
So, unfortunately, you don't manage to disarm it. You don't trigger it, but it is not disarmed.
Hey, Niop. Guess what?
What's up?
I'm improving. I can try to disarm something without triggering it.
Hey, that's pretty fantastic, Sketch. I didn't know you had it in you.
Anyone else want to try?
I don't really know how to do this sort of thing, so I think I'm just going to be here with Key Sword.
I've got... Oh! Maybe the key on your sword is meant to unlock this gate.
I try
No,
it.
I don't think that. No.
The keyhole in the gate is much smaller than Key Sword. And when you stick it to the metal, you do feel an electric current running through the Key Sword to your hand. It tingles like when you stick your tongue on a 9-volt battery.
This tingles like when I stick my tongue
Oh
in a
my
9-volt
gosh.
battery. I don't think it's going to work.
I am also trained in hacking, so Janet, even though Janet doesn't super understand, from watching what Sketch did, she's going to try to follow in his footsteps, but maybe add some of her knowledge to what she saw.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a Benny. I got a 4 and a 2 on that.
Okay.
That's an 8.
You do manage to disable the alarm system on the gate. It ended up being, a few different wires, and the circuitry was a little complex. But after watching Sketch, you kind of knew the right direction to move, and what ones to cut. And once you do that, the electrodes all kind of turn off, they stop glowing, and the gate is unlocked and easy to pass through between the bars.
Thanks for teaching me everything you know.
You're welcome. I'm going to take partial credit for that one.
So you guys continue on towards the rat's nest. Pretty soon you come to a series of pipes that go up about 5 or 6 feet. They're kind of smallish pipes. Every once in a while you see large amount of water spill down out of them into the sluice.
Is it warm water or cold?
I don't know that you could tell without touching it. Well, actually, no. If you have thermal vision, you could.
I don't. I'm not that cool.
Okay.
Or if it's steaming.
It is not steaming.
I will go put my hand in it.
You catch a turd, and the water is cold.
Dang it. That's not what I wanted. This is dumb.
Continuing forward, you find a ladder that goes up to what looks like a manhole cover above you.
All right, Niop, is this the way up?
I mean, what do you see?
I see a ladder and a manhole cover and yeah, I don't know. This is kind of the only way out that I could think of.
Is there a sign by the thing? Can you read it to me?
Let me look. I look around.
Yeah, there's no sign.
Nope, no sign.
I guess you'll just have to go up and see where you are.
All right, let's do this. You guys probably want me to climb last, though.
Right, you are.
Okay, Quest, are you still in the front then?
Yeah.
Go ahead and climb the ladder and roll thievery to peek out from underneath the manhole cover sneakily.
Wouldn't that be stealth?
Whichever you prefer, thievery or stealth.
That's a 3.
You peek around stealthily underneath the manhole cover, but when you come back down to tell people what you saw, it clangs shut.
What did I see?
You didn't see any people in the hallway, but now that it's clanged shut, that may change.
I didn't see anybody up there, but, well, you heard.
It had the concrete floor and the etc. of the rat tunnel, of what you would expect would look like the rat tunnel.
I think we're good to go here, guys.
Yeah, go head up in the rat tunnels and let me know if you find any landmarks in there that can tell us where you ended up, so I can see which sewer exit you left out of.
All right, let's go.
As you guys climb out, you do hear footsteps approaching. They sound loud and kind of mechanical, clanging along on the concrete floor of the tunnel towards you.
So not rat-like.
Not rat-like at all.
I don't know. I pull out my gun.
From in the other direction, you do see a couple of doorways. One says men, and one says women.
I'm gonna go hide in the doorway that says women. Well, not in the doorway, like.
So as you push open the door, you are in an immaculate, very clean, very nice, corporate-looking women's bathroom. So many stalls. There would never be a line in this bathroom. The paper towel dispensers have paper towels in them. The soap things are full.
It's the dream. I'm gonna go into a stall and pull up so that they can't see my feet in case anyone comes to look.
Okay. How about the rest of the party? Are you just standing there waiting for clanging feet to come towards you?
I go into the women's bathroom as well, and I start pulling all the paper towels out and squirting a ton of soap into my hand, and I'm going to start washing myself.
Okay.
Janet,
I follow into the restroom as well.
hey,
Into the
follow
women's
us into the
bathroom?
women's?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the closest one.
I was just gonna watch Quest and see what he did, so I guess I'm going into the women's as well.
Misha says, do you guys want us up in there with you? Or do you just want to get the thing and bring it to us and we'll make sure that it gets where it needs to go?
I think a crew would probably be good.
Maybe we should leave a few of them, because that's a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I think we should leave 7.
Okay. Misha and 2 of the Adenians come out of the manhole and stay down in the sewer. And they follow you guys into the women's bathroom.
And I'm going to say over the radio, everybody who stayed in the sewer, y'all should probably hide.
Yeah, obviously.
Just trying to be helpful. Wow.
I didn't know this robot had the capacity to be sarcastic. One more reason never to trust a machine.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, humans are sarcastic.
Yeah, well, we don't trust humans either.
I'm pretty sure I've met sarcastic Adenians.
Yeah, but that's different. We
It's
have
not.
the right to be sarcastic.
Everyone has the right to be sarcastic. Your argument is groundless. Don't talk to me.
Really
You're off the mission.
Really building trust on this heist crew.
Let's cut down on the chatter, guys. I can't hear what's going on, Nyap says over the radio.
You started it.
Okay, now that I'm clean, I'm going to empty the soap dispenser and the paper towels. And just I want to take the nice clean bathroom and just wreck it up.
It already was wrecked by the fact that a poop-covered robot went. You hear the clanging approach the bathroom door. It seems like it's followed a set of wet, poopy footprints, and you hear the sound of a shotgun being cocked as the door is kicked open and slams open to reveal a soldier in one of the exoskeleton suits, and they clang into the bathroom.
Hi. I'm just cleaning up this mess I found here. And I start throwing some of the stuff into a trash can.
You seem like you might be...
A janitorial robot? That's true. I am.
Well, right, but you seem like you're malfunctioning. There's poop everywhere. And where's all the soap and paper towels?
Someone had a little bit of a sewer problem. So corporate called me in to try to clean it up, and it didn't go as planned.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to return to your station and get a firmware check.
Okay, I straighten up robotically, because I'm a robot, duh, and start marching out the door.
The exoskeleton guard seems suspicious and starts looking, checking to see if there's anyone else in the stalls. Kind of clang, clang, clang. Look down, see if there's any feet. And I need Sketch, Quest, and actually Sienna already said that she had lifted her feet, but I need Sketch and Quest to roll Notice to see if they are quick enough, basically, and they realize what's going on.
And I use a Benny.
Okay.
Got a 5.
All right. The guard clangs towards Sienna's stall, looks down, sees no feet, clangs towards the next one, where Quest is, looks down, no feet, clangs towards the next one, looks down, Sketch.
I got a 9 with a Benny.
No feet there either. Clangs towards the next one where Misha was hiding. And Misha's feet are clearly visible under the stall.
Misha, damn it.
And the exoskeleton guard says, "All right, intruder. Get out here, Adenian, with your hands up." And Misha says, "You'll never take me alive." And pulls out her spear and bursts out of the stall, attempting to attack the guard. And that's where we'll stop. We want to give a big shout out to all our Patreon supporters. We couldn't keep making this podcast without your help, so from us and all of our listeners, thank you. If you like the show and you're able to spare a few dollars each month, you can become a supporter at patreon.com/CACRPG. By donating $3 or more each month, you can get access to exclusive episode updates and behind-the-scenes content. At higher donation tiers, you can join our community Discord channel, tune in for live recording sessions, and even help me decide what happens in future episodes. That's right, you would get one whole slice of bargaining chip by voting in my polls. So head over to patreon.com/CACRPG to support the Choose a Choice podcast and the Choose a Choice community. This week, I particularly want to shout out our supporters Tim and Drew. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. For memes, updates, and other randomness, please visit us on Instagram at cac.rpg.
calculus. Am I right?
I feel like now you're just saying stuff and then saying, "Am I right?" afterwards.
Yeah, that's not really Quest Jenkins's thing.
Pancake flipping. Am I right?
Okay, you got to use that in episode.
I mean, you're recording, aren't you?
We are
but
recording.
Pancake flipping. Am I right?
Okay, when you do it in his character voice, it does sound legit.
We can just snip that and paste it wherever it makes the most sense.
I'm going to add it every other sentence.